Hello, hello. I will now teach you how to play lightcaller. Okay, so this video will be a full VOD of how you can play lightcaller and what exactly you need to do on every pool and on everything to succeed as a lightcaller player. Okay, we zone in the dungeon. We swap PvE sets, which is this. Use a refreshing sprint, this, whatever. Here we start first pull. We're kind of late, whatever. I don't have food popped, but it's fine. Let me also tune down my sounds. And I'll start explaining while we go through this dungeon what you have to do. Okay, first, before first gate, you cannot press your potion. Why? If you get dove, you need to have your potion up, especially because your build is very expensive. If you have your potion on cooldown, you reduce your chances to live by like 90%. If you get dove and you need to run through them and you don't have giga, you're probably dead. If you need to run back through the dungeon and you don't have your calming potions, you're probably dead again. So you using mana potions, which are the main potions you will be using for the whole dungeon, for pulls, are just not worth it. I do not care about 10 extra DPS for me killing myself on 70 million worth of set, right? It's just not worth it. Okay, what else should we go over? Let me go over the gear, right? Your weapon, you want it as high as tier as possible and attuned. It is better to go 7-4 or 6-4 with attunements than go a higher tier with no attunements, because the attunements are just worth it and it's way cheaper. For example, like my weapon now is worth around 40 to 50 million, but its stats are higher with the attunements compared to a 8-4 lightcaller that would cost like 60 million. Okay, let me reduce music 1 second and we can continue. These are your things that you want. You mainly want attuned on your lightcaller, ability damage and item power, and CDR. It doesn't really matter all that much. Lightcaller is a very easy to play weapon, but it has quite a high skill ceiling, which just involves you kiting and keeping up your stacks always. Okay, what else? The food. You go eel stew, 0.2, 0.1, it doesn't matter, eel stew. You can also go beef stew or pork omelette, but eel stew is just better, but it's more expensive. What else? Call of Purity. Call of Purity, there's a problem with Call of Purity. You'll see this Ava, I have a million light colors. Your Call of Purity doesn't stack. Other things that doesn't stack, besides your Call of Purity, is your W in human form, as well as your passive in bird form. Your passive in bird form, whenever you attack and you drop a Q, it sparks some damage and it deals some AoE damage. Very nice ability, but other light colors who hit, like Q, the target that you placed a spark on, which is your passive, they will have the damage for that. So you don't want to take in the party more than 2 light colors. What else? Just standard. Usually I go here on CDR instead of damage. And now we can finally go onto the pools. The pool starts with your armor, boots, helmet, double Q with your Carleon, and you go into bird. W as well, and you go into bird, you spam your Qs. The thing is, most of the time, like 90% of the time, this is your combo. This is your only combo. Why? Because W has a very long cast time. Unless you have Royal Robe on the ground, like 5 stacks, 4 stacks, you cannot press W on most pools. Because the W takes too long and you have a chance of half the pool dying before your cast ends. So here I have Royal Robe, but I still prefer to press my Q because I have all of my enemies in the same line, in the sense that my 1 Q can hit all the enemies. If that is the case, usually I just don't W. Okay, this is Basti, very nice. Maybe we do it, maybe we don't, because then I can show you the boss swaps. For example, here, the pool will start very soon. I have 10 seconds on my armor. I will force my boots here in the hopes that my armor will come mid-pool, and it does. So it's very good. I don't miss out on this. Maybe I won't have it next pool, but you'll see here, I will wait until the last second, and I will use it again to keep my armor alive, to restack it. Here, I will use a W. Don't ask me why. Okay. On to potions. Let's go over potions, since I haven't covered that yet. These are the potions that you want. In 20 Manava, this is not very relevant, because your off-tank will most likely pull the aggro from you and you won't die. But in case he doesn't, and you start pulling aggro from the pool and you feel like you're dying, you pop a calming. Never play with a potion equipped on you. If you are in combat, you cannot swap your potions. As in, if I have this on and I enter combat, I cannot swap to my calming and not kill myself. So you always play no potion. You can always just equip one for one pull, use it, and then de-equip it. I'll explain here now. Like, I want to use a mana, I use it. I need to wait for the pull to be over to remove it, but it doesn't matter since I can't use another one regardless. Here it's a bad chest, so we just proceed to move forward. Okay, what else? What other potions? So, on pulls, normal pulls, as I mentioned before, use energy potions. Tier 4, tier 6, it doesn't matter. And most people think that you use it for the mana aspect, which is completely false. As a lightcaller, you never run out of mana, as long as you manage your stacks, your energy in bird form. You use it for the CDR, so it's basically a pocket refreshing sprint that you use whenever you have a bit of cooldown left on your armor and the pool is starting. That's when you use it. Or if whatever the fuck you do run out of energy. Okay, let me go over the rest of the items, because I only went over the armor. The weapon, you have your helmet, Call of Purity. Your helmet is a very big contributor to your mana regen. The fact is, you want your Call of Purity to be as high tier as possible, because it contributes actively to your DPS. Your armor just helps you not get insta-killed if you hit before arcane, if you fuck around. It's just a safety trigger. Your boots, kind of irrelevant, not gonna lie. It's just refreshing sprint. What a nice pull. I lost my armor here. And Carleon Cape, it doesn't matter the tier, but it's just lower cooldown. So at some point you might feel that, wait, I don't have my Carleon Cape every pull. You might want to upgrade your cape. Okay, what else do you have on you? Of course, you have the fast mount. And these are the boss swaps that I will explain when we do a boss. If we do a boss, I will explain when and why we use these. Here's someone hit before arcane, so the mobs are not clumped. You want to position yourself on every pool so that your Q hits the most targets. Here, I had 3 mobs in the left side and 2 mobs in the right side or something like that. So I position myself on the corner and I hit all of them at the same time with 1 Q. Alright. Also, you want to spend as much time as possible in your bird form, just for mana and for stacks, for holding stacks, basically. And I will show you on the next pool how I hold stacks. Oh lord, what the fuck. Okay, let me get some stacks and I'll show you how this works. Most of the pools, you want to end on 5 stacks, or close to, it doesn't really matter. Here you see I have 5 stacks but no mana. So I go into bird form even though the pool hasn't started. And you'll see my stacks expiring. I'll just hope that the pool doesn't start. Okay, perfect. The pool doesn't start, my stacks are expiring, so I use a Q. Why? To lose 1 stack but to keep my other 4. Otherwise, if you let them expire, you lose all of them. So basically that's it. You just stay in bird form. Here I will Q again because I'm going out of bird form. And basically I start the pool with 3 stacks instead of 0. Why is this relevant? In this case, it's not that relevant because I do start the pool in human form, so I get my stacks regardless. But if I were in bird form when the pool started, I could precast my W. And I'll try to show you this on the next pool. Okay, unfortunately, I cannot show you in this pool, so I'll try to do it on the next one. So I'll actively try to... Opa. Okay. I'll try to show you. Here I precast my W because I had leftover stacks. And the mobs will not aggro on me because they still have enough time to move to the position they will get arcane before my W lands. So basically it's really good because the pool hasn't started and you're already DPSing, right? Which is very nice. Here I will Q once before going to human form. And it's basically, you kind of never want to Q on bird form if you don't have stacks. Because you will go on long cooldown, and your long cooldown on Q is longer than you going back to human form, pressing your entire kit, and then going back to bird form. You will still wait. Here I keep my stacks up with Q because I didn't want to. Maybe I could have forced hit the mobs with my Q and maybe did some bad things, but also you want to kite. So you'll see me here. While hitting, I will move towards the next pool, which I think is south in my opinion. I'm not entirely sure. Is it south? Is it north? Where is it? It was north, unfortunately. So I will try to show this on the second one. Compared to the other weapons, like for example Frost, lightcaller is really good at moving to the next pool. If you had a really fast raid leader who pulls really fast, you being on the pool, on the next pool, is really important. Why? Because you get priority on the royal jacket as well as the royal robe. Okay. Here I will move myself to slight angle, so my helmet as well as my Qs can hit everyone. It's just the same thing over and over. I do not use my W. There is one particular pool where I prefer using my W, and that is ball pools, but that is just for extra DPS for myself, but less for the party. In the sense that the balls die. What the fuck is going on? The pools die too fast. The balls die too fast, and so when your W touches them, most likely a lot of them are dead. So on this boss, nothing swaps, no swaps, just nothing to press. You just kill the shadows. Yeah, pulse meter as well. Okay, I'm just waiting for the pool to start, I suppose. I don't know what's going on. Please start. Hello. Why are we not starting? I'm not gonna say. Okay. Oh, we have started, finally. So, armor, boots, helmet, Q, Q, W, going to bird, and spam your Qs. Just the same thing over and over. In some really good raids where the DPS is crazy high, you will see that when you go into bird, you are kind of too late. You only get 1 Q maybe off instead of 2. If that's the case, you want to just skip your W. Like you just Q and then go into bird form, you have 4 stacks. That is sufficient for the pool. That means you have 4 Qs or 5 Qs. Whatever, random items. Okay. The soldier armor in my inventory you don't need to worry about. It's just my PvP swap. You should go with a real PvP like ZVZ build. I am just if you're playing with really expensive items, I just thought that I'm not gonna see. Here I press W and I'm a retard. Why? Because the pool died. So it's the worst case scenario where I'm not doing anything. I'm casting my W and my W doesn't even go off. Like the target dies and you basically get stun locked for a second. Here my stacks are expiring. Q once. Go back to human form. Because here I might not have Carleon. Of course, in this case, because I have high tier, we're just waiting. I put my boots because my robe was on slight cooldown to have it here, and I do have it, and everything is fine. Oh, someone died. Busted. One more thing. You'll see. I'll show you the. I mean, it's not very relevant to you as a lightcaller player. It's just more to the party and the efficiency of the party, if you do care. So you'll see here we have a DPS meter, very nice, and we'll search for the other lightcaller. So we see the other lightcaller is on 3% DPS, so he is crazy bad. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Lightcaller is the easiest weapon to reach 5% or over DPS in 20 minutes, and basically you'll see he's on 3%, and if I inspect him, which is this guy, he's on W2. Sorry, W. Which one W is this? W1. This is bad because if you W and then he Ws, he overrides your W. Your W dealing a lot more damage than his. So this is bad. Usually you ask your raid leader or you just ask them directly to swap to someone aggroed. To swap to W4, which is polymorph. Why polymorph? It just makes the pull faster. Like one of the mobs will die faster, and then you don't collide with your W's. That's it. Okay. I hope we're gonna do a boss this run as well, so I get to show you. Here I'll use W because I have Royal Robo. But I might have not been in the prior range. Yeah, I was not in prior. So here I got unfortunately beaten with a Royal Rope. It's fine. You live, you learn. What is going on? This might be a leash. Let's see if the party has enough damage to save this. Reflect is bad. Oh lord. Yeah, it is a leash. Oh, fuck this. It's fine. I mean, he tried something, it didn't work out. I respect the attempt. Okay. Here, of course, if I was listening to my raid leader, when he spam said, leash, 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 you pop out the calming. Like, you pull out the calming, it doesn't matter, you waste a bit of money, but you save like a lot of time. Here, I can't queue all three of them unless I move to the north, so I will use W. I'm also in Royal Rope, so that is the only reason, right? At this point, it's just instinct, I guess, you just feel it. Like, if I have Royal Robe, I will use it, if I don't, I won't. Or if I have like a really messy pool where all of the mobs are along the ring, but none of them are clamped. So it's basically like a line, but I'm not parallel to this line to hit my Q on all of them. I'm perpendicular to this line, so I hit only one. So then I always use W. Oh shit. Here I will just Q. Even though I have Royal Robe on me, I can hit my Q on all of them. Which is just higher DPS. Where's the single ball? Are we skipping it? Yeah. What? Oh, someone aggroed. Yeah. Okay. I told you about the kiting thing. I'll try to do it this pool. Some pools it's worth it to do it, some pools it's not. In this raid particularly it's not, because mobs are dying quite slow, but basically this is what you do. While you're waiting for your... So see, like I end the pool here, the rest of the party is here. But this means I reach my position that I want to have in the next pool before them. So then I get prio on the Royal Robe and Royal Jack. That's it. See here, I couldn't reach all three of them with my Q, so I just used W. Perfect. Okay, this pool I will explain very fast because I hope they will not. But please, Lish, look, come. Okay. See, like this is what I mean. Like you see your party fucking around, just use a calming. Here I will R, F, Q twice on the side. W once going to bird and W. Because these pools die too fast, you see my W kills all of them. So basically, oh, is it on me? Please don't be on me. Yeah. Opa. We do a bit of dodging, but it's fine. So basically, it's that's exactly the combo. You on this particular pool where it's just balls, it's the same. Oh my god, please do not kill me. It's basically the same one as the bridge with the balls. You are F, Q twice in nothing, so you just stack your royal robe, your druid robe, and then you just W them once. For the passive on casting speed, you go into bird, you have 2 stacks, and then you go W them instantly. And you saw, if I did anything other than what I did, my W would not land anymore. So here I do this. Again, I W here, and I go into bird, W. You'll see the health bar that I am the finishing low on all of this. If you use your W, you kind of want it to be the finishing low. Do we do it? Okay, if we do it, I'm happy. Are we? Are we not? Okay, we're doing it. I'll explain the boss swaps. On bosses, you want to have Royal Cowl on these passives and actives, and Morgana Keep. I will explain. You go into first Q, first W as well. What you're going to do, and poisons. What you're going to do is basically you're going to mimic a fire. In regards that, you will R, F, D, spam Qs until you have 2 stacks, W, you go into bird, your Morgana Keep will proc, you W in bird, you press 1 Q, you go back to human form, you Q, you spam your Q with Morgana Keep, basically you're just spamming your Q with Morgana Keep, that's it, otherwise you just play normal lightcaller. But basically you just have Q spam, and it's way faster on acquiring stacks. I'll show you. It's very simpler if you see it than me explaining. Now my Redditor is just gathering jumpers. We will not jump. If you are shit DPS, you jump, you dance, you do whatever. If you are good DPS, like we are, we do not dance. Kings deal damage, they do not dance, okay? That's for jesters. Yeah, we can look on the DPS meter, we are number 1. Very nice. Even though I'm half playing, half explaining. Okay, we finally start. So, pop armor, your F, you Q twice, you W once, you go into bird, you proc your Morgana Keep, you W Q, you go back to human form, you press your D, and you spam your Qs. And that's basically it. Once your cape is over, you go W, you go back to form, and you Q. Here I forgot to use my, how do you call it? My poison. You want to poison right before entering your... So here again, the same rotation, F, D, Q, Q, Q. Here you want to go to max stacks, not to 3. You want to go 4 stacks from Q and 1 stack from W. With your passive from W, you want to press your W in bird form as well. And now you just consume your stacks until you have none. Here you want to W as well before the starting to Q, because your Q has a cast time. Okay, let me just wait for one more rotation. So I'll just stay in bird form for a bit. Okay. So, when we don't have Morgana Cape, it's just F, R, D. Do not get bombed like that. W, spam your Qs for Qs. You go into bird form. With your W still, you press your bird W, and that's it. Here, unfortunately, we will get out DPS'd by the Shadow Color. But it is what it is. Here I do a kind of a shit thing. I pop my Morgana cape. I didn't realize. I'm a bit tired, but it is what it is. So here it's kind of like really shit. But ideally, when you have Morgana cape, you just want to go into bird form, use a W, use a Q, and then go out of bird form, and then just spam your Q. It's like a fire. That's it. I will just let the game play for a bit. Okay, here unfortunately we don't have enough dancers, I don't know what the fuck is going on. But I want to say that I want to wait slightly longer. So if your cape is really close to transformation, like here, it's better to just wait a bit in human form and then transform with your... and you want to kind of time your cape with your armor, always. Like you really don't want to go into cape without armor. Because you're just missing out on a lot of DPS. Okay, this is done. Okay, while looting, swap back to your normal set. You can also do gate, because gate is kind of like a boss, it's a single target. You can still use the same set for gate, but then you have to keep in mind that your Carleon cape will be on cooldown for 2 minutes. Because if you pop your this cape and then you switch, you're still gonna have the cooldown. So I prefer to swap. Oh, here you can like scam the DPS meter, where you queue the balls as well with the gate. So it's basically you're getting double the DPS on the same thing. It's very scummy, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? Also, on these balls you can always keep your stacks up, and you should. Okay, here you will see this, but unfortunately I have my abilities on cooldown, I have my poison on. Oops. Here I have cooldown, I will use it. Both my energy and my this, just for to have my armor. Okay, unfortunately I have cooldown on everything, so it's disgusting. I will not make it. Unfortunately I did not do it correctly, so I cannot W. If you mess up anything on this, do not even attempt to press W, you will not get it ever. Here I'll position myself so I can reach as many balls as possible with my cape, since I do not want to W. You can keep your stacks in the ball. Try not to proc your Carleon cape though, so if anything you want to use on the balls, use your W. You don't want to proc your Carleon. Okay, these people are speaking in the magic language, I don't know. R, F, D, Q, Q, W, E, W. In this case, since I can't reach all the targets with my Q. Scam a bit of the DPS meter by queuing random balls, of course. Here as well. Get a few stacks, Kappa. people hit before arcane, unfortunately. Are we the aggro? Yes. Okay. I'll pop a potion here because I do not think my armor will come back. Unfortunately, I did not have prio for the very nice little leash. That means I will have my armor in time, and everything will be fine. If you do not hit mobs, they will not aggro on you. So you only have to worry if they start casting shit and you get hit by it. So you just don't have to move. There's nothing to do. Do not pass the crown. Choo. Here I kinda messed up. I played one pull without my food, but it is what it is. Okay, this is really bad. What the fuck is going on? I'm not gonna hit until I see like them stun or anything. Because I have my potion on cooldown and I have it equipped. So that means I cannot sweep squad me. Like you see some random healer died. Because of this. Take your coming out. Take your potion out. Realm Breaker, pressed it too fast, it's fine. Start kiting. There's one ball. Also, lightcaller has really crazy range, so you don't have to worry about ever not being in range for your stuff. Here we are cheating the DPS meter by standing in the same path as the ball and the explosive. Of course. Unfortunately, we got silenced here. Oh, thankfully we got unsilenced instantly. I hit too fast. You should wait for the... Oh, fuck. You should wait for the archers to finish casting their silence, so you don't die. The thing with lightcaller is, I mean, depends who you do this with. In this server and stuff, the top DPS doesn't pay fees, map fees. So for me, it's more worth it to not loot the bags and know that I'm always where I should be and be top DPS and not pay the fee, rather than me collecting some random loot bags worth 30k to me. Are we still top DPS? Yeah, barely. We are ahead by 2k. Here I fucked up, I pressed my abilities too early. Oh lord, what the fuck. And this is a good pull, they're all in line. Regarding your autos, I didn't tell this until now, which is very bad. you wanna alternate autos always. You do not want to hit two autos on the same target because the spark deals damage to targets even though they have spark stacks on them. So you're basically just increasing your AoE damage. And another thing, what the fuck did I want to say? I guess just alternate autos. Here you just hit the gate. It doesn't just ignore the archers, the spearmen, until they start jumping. Just let them do their thing. Here you can W as well. See, like this is a bad W. The target died before my W landed, so you're missing out on a lot of damage. Your Q doesn't really have this problem because it's way faster to cast and you can see, and this becomes an issue. Here I'm actually running low on mana, so I'm just gonna use that. Not push. Very bad GA. I'll use a W. Even though I can probably hit all of them. Also, your cooldown on your Q gets reduced heavily by buffs, such as Royal Robe and Royal Jacket. If you're sitting in Royal Jacket, they're really good. So it's an even bigger deterrent to using your W in bird form, because your Q is on such a short cooldown with the Royal Jacket with dodge. But your W is practically unaffected. Okay, that's shit. I'll just hit those ones. Oh, I forgot to start the DPS meter. I'm a really special person, aren't I? Remember the free boss? Yeah, well, I kinda forgot to start this shit, bro. Unlucky. It is what it is. Like you'll see, I'm alternating autos between auto attacks. And you can also hit bird from really far away, so it's fine. I can't click it, that's really fun. There you go. When it comes to birds that you kind of don't want to, like you can't hit from far away or something, you always want to find a wall. So that in the eventuality that they push you, you are standing next to a wall and you don't get pushed once and then you go through it and it's fine. Just make sure that when they push you, you do not have W or Q in bird form casting, because they will instantly go on long cooldown. What? Thanks, said no. What for? Good DPS. Yes. That's really fun. Maybe we kill a few and then leash, or just fight it out, I don't know. I guess we fight it out. I'm dying. Okay, I'm a bit tired. I did not notice that I was taking full aggro here. So let's imagine I was still taking aggro. I don't think I was, to be honest. When I use my calming, imagine I was taking aggro and then the off tank is not doing his job. No one is doing their job, and I'm still on aggro. Use a calm. Bad W. A target died before my double down. Keep your stacks alive. Leave this on. I'm just... Okay, and we have reached the final boss. Very nice. I need to use armor here. Fucked up. Forgot to use armor. It's fine. I will cope max and just say that I was saving it for this one. Yeah, I'll use that one. Maybe I hope to do final as well, so I can show you with the boss set again. I mean, you can just go back to the video, right? That also works. Okay. Here my thing is on cooldown. I'm just gonna use my boots. Okay. One more pull. Back to boss swaps. Again, Q1, W1. Real cowl. We're gonna do this, unfortunately or fortunately. So let's go. Same strat. You use poisons here. You never use. You never need mana. Like the only thing using mana is your Q or W, which you always have your cowl for. I will not talk over this, you can just enjoy the gameplay.
that be bad, goddammit.
Okay, and there it is, the lightcaller gameplay. Hope you enjoyed this and you learned a thing or two about how to play lightcaller in Avos. And I hope to see you on the damage charts very high up. Take care.